Following amendment, the clerk will read the amendment.
Amendment by Reynolds.
Chair asks Ms. Reynolds to explain the amendment.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Members, this is a simple amendment. It ensures that any private school or vendor receiving public dollars through this program must meet the same minimum bullying prevention standards that Texas public schools already are held under Section 37.0832 of the Texas Education Code. Because choice without safety isn't a real choice. Parents are not handing their children's future to a vendor just for academics. They are trusting that their child will be safe, valued, and protected in that school environment. We all know that Texas has a bullying problem. 1 in 5 students reports that they are bullied in the school year. And the numbers are even higher for students with disabilities and students of color. This amendment gives parents peace of mind that schools accepting taxpayer money won't turn a blind eye to harassment or abuse. Members, this is not a partisan issue. This is about protecting kids, respecting parents, and making sure that public funds only flow to schools that meet the basic safety standards. Texans don't cut corners on child safeties, and neither should we.
Mr. Toth, for what purpose?
Will the gentleman yield for questions?
Gentleman yield for questions.
Yes, I'll yield for questions.
Yields.
Do Texas parents have peace of mind when they send their kids to public schools today that they won't be bullied?
Not all parents do.
It was just yesterday when Katy ISD board was sitting right up there, and one of the trustees had a video that she put out on her Facebook page of a kid that had beat a little girl up, and within 3 days that bully was right back in the classroom. We're not, whatever code you're reading from, Texas public schools are not following it.
Well, they're held to that standard. It's up to the school district.
No one's holding them to a standard, though.
That's
Mr.
up to
Reynolds.
the administrators to enforce these regulations and protect the students. This simply makes it what's good for the public schools should be good for the private schools as well.
Dr. Buckley.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Members, private schools have bullying prevention and bullying policies, and I respectfully move to table.
Mr. Reynolds to close.
Members, we shouldn't have two standards, one for public schools when it comes to bullying and a lesser, almost non-existent standards for private schools. If we're going to have equity between public schools and private schools on these public dollars, then we should make sure that we protect these students from incidents of bullying in private schools that is pervasive in public schools. 1 in 5 students are bullied. Let's make sure that we pass this amendment to protect all students, regardless if they go to school at public school or private school. And with that, I urge you to vote no on the motion to table this amendment.
Mr. Reynolds sends up an amendment. Mr. Buckley moves to table. The question occurs on the motion on the table. The clerk will ring the bell. Mr. Hunter voting aye. Mr. Harris voting aye. Mr. Buckley voting aye. Ms. Schaffner voting aye. Mr. Yolanda Jones voting no. Have all members voted? Have all members voted? There being 87 ayes, 61 nays, the motion on the table prevails. Following amendment, the clerk will read the amendment.